And we are alive. Leonard.
Look at that fat insulin-resistant pig over there.
He's going to the library.
I tell you what, that place is super sanitized. It reeks of cleaner. It is pretty spotless out here.
Yeah, well, that's nice. That's how it should be. That's how your shithole should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got to do some heavy-duty mopping.
Just needs mops.
Yeah, mopped about 4 or 5 times, I'll admit.
Oh,
but now I'm going to mop up these muscles, turn them into sponges, so they can grow. Then I'm going to do Ruby. I'm going to mop up Dale. I'll dwarf him. I'll run out in his weight class if I have to. Right out to the light heavies if I have to stand next to him. I swear to God. I'll hunt him down on that stage. I'll come out during his individual posing routine if I have to, so I can dwarf him.
Go out there naked. you and Jason. You know, I've been getting a lot of messages today. What's up, Hamburg? About your gangrene on your feet. You really need to get that checked out. And we spoke earlier. Just so you guys know, I did relay the message to Lenny.
I'm going to have it checked out. I don't know. Maybe something different, but gangrene should smell and be somewhat painful. I hate to even think I go there. I saw pictures on the YNC of people in third world countries with diabetes, and I tell you what, their whole foot is rotted off. I mean, they're laying in a freaking... Well,
that'll be you in a few months if you don't get that shit taken care of.
They're laying in a freaking... those huts that they live in India, and the fucking bone and the leg is just rotted away like all...
That's great.
It's horrible.
So that right there should be a fucking wake-up call to you, man.
Well, it's a wake-up call. I got to get bigger, too, for the Ruby.
Yeah. Get bigger before your feet fall off. Before you have to get your amputee in a wheelchair.
If that's the case, wheelchair division, here I come. Look out, Chris Dim. I'm going to dwarf your little slanty-eyed ass.
Oh, my God. Are you making fun of a fucking paraplegic right now?
I'm making fun of a fucking...
Leonard. Don't be jealous because a person in a wheelchair is in better shape than you.
I'm making fun of a fucking Cambodian little wimp.
Oh, my God.
Chris.
Never heard of her.
Good. Strutting around in one of them wheelchairs. They got another thing coming.
Yeah, they said you'll lose a lot of weight if you lose your feet. Look, see, that's the fake Delray Ange. See how he spells it wrong? Brad, you left your crotchless chaps at my place. Come by sometime and pick them up.
I don't think that's a fake. We got to verify that. I hear you're having a special party for Robert Kraft this weekend, Brad.
Yeah.
He's flying you up there. He's into that shit, as all people on the inside know.
You saw Brady kiss him on the mouth after
God.
Did you see that after the game?
Yes.
You're saying, oh, God, would you suck penis?
Yeah, but there's a difference.
Yeah, but it's different.
Hanging off
I'd rather kiss Robert Kraft on the mouth than suck a dick.
Slip. Freud, you hear that, Robert? Send this to Robert. He'd rather kiss Robert Frank. He said it.
Than suck a black penis.
That's a Freudian slip. So
my blown is load.
Is there something that happened up there in New York last year? We went to see Robert.
Oh yeah.
He sure was excited to see you at the Olympia too. I think something's been brewing here.
No, sorry man. Now they're gonna start shit.
Clash of the Leather Daddies.
No. You wish. Dead Ned Bread 1. I think I've responded. I'll look through the DMs. Did I try the Templeton whiskey? Did you send that? Oh, Chop Barkley. No, I didn't. It's in the trunk. I'll try it later. What happened to your MRI? Weren't you going to get one for your stomach?
Eventually. I mean, it's just a lot of...
He doesn't really want to know what's going on with himself. He doesn't want to know.
It's like the same thing with the gangrene, but when it shows up a green discoloring of your both feet, that's sort of like, what the hell?
Sing us a song, Brad Levine. They're gonna have more nicknames for me than fucking Nate. Jesus Christ. Nate's back in town, by the way.
Yeah, Jason had a few derogatory things to say about him, so...
Oh, because he's jealous.
We'll have to get Nate on the podcast.
Jason's waiting at the Boca Gym for us. But
Boca? I thought we were going to Delray.
Nah, Boca. He's going to drive you home.
Okay. I was on the trip at home. I was forced to do interviews talking about how great he is.
Oh, my God. And you feed right? Why do you feed that?
Yeah, you get a ride home, man. I can't walk home from Boca.
Well, you think he wouldn't make you walk home if you told him he's full of shit. See, so Leonard kisses Jason's ass for a ride.
Show him the famous Kings Point entrance. There's a lot of history of this development. Actually, the New York City Union had bought these for their garment workers to retire to. And it was a great, when they actually helped the workers out. And you didn't really need that much money. And it was just a great concept back in the day, so.
You know who used to live in there is White Chocolate. Remember him?
Yes, old man Chuck. What happened to White Chocolate?
I don't know. He just disappeared. He does that. He'll disappear for a couple of years, and then all of a sudden you'll see him dancing on the fucking street corner out of nowhere.
Yeah, he's a fucking cookie cutter.
He is not a cookie cutter.
He only dances when there's...
Anybody do that shit.
He just wants some attention.
It sounds familiar.
I'll do my dancing up on Dixie Highway one of these nights.
I'm sure you will. Why don't you go down to Wilton Manors?
I never thought of that. I think that I may have to suck it up and go to an actual gay bar to get to some trannies. Because I think there are trannies at those places every once in a while. It's not a tranny bar like the Las Vegas Lounge, but to get to them in that environment would be much better, because it's very dangerous up on Dixie. Man, I had a gun on my face, kind of my neck. It's very dangerous up there.
Thoughts on TRT if you're in your 20s? I don't think you need it.
Well, some of these guys are such wimps. They probably need it in their 20s. They're eating all that soy and vegan stuff. They're not producing any testosterone. I mean, add a steak a day to your diet, that would solve that problem. But again, with these pill-popping cowards, these vegan cowards, they probably don't have any testosterone. Very little to none. It shows. And their physiques, their voices. I went to buy a bus pass. The guy was in his 20s at the desk. Can I help you, sir? A neck about this big. Like, fuck. Disgusting. Is there anything else I can get for you?
Have you ever had someone with Crohn's disease shit on you by accident? Lenny likes women or trannies to shit on him on purpose, not on accident.
No one could come up with it. No one can come up with it.
What?
I tell them, I don't have any shit. Bullshit.
So that's one of your requests? Shit on me, goddess?
Lately, but like I said, that was during my time off, during my size period. I didn't go out once for that, as far as going to someone's house. But,
oh, God.
I'll never forget the story where some black crack whores here in Delray said a guy would come up, and it was a regular car, gave him money to go to his house, they'd buy their crack rock or whatever. And they get in the house, he said, I want to be shit on. They found out he lives on Intercoastal at a mansion. And then he's like offering him hundreds of dollars a piece. And the crack whore said, you best believe I could find some shit up there when that guy paying that much for me to shit on him. She goes, fuck yeah, I'm going to find whatever I got up there. It's coming out.
Oh,
she goes,
God.
It stunk so bad, though. And he's like smearing it all over himself and licking it.
Oh.
He come in here once every couple weeks. Picking us girls up just for that reason.
One of those rich old white dudes.
On the intercoastal, oh yeah.
Freaks.
Oh yeah.
Screw Wilford Brimley. Lenny is the new spokesperson for diabetes.
Yeah.
They have that guy as their spokesperson, but he can't even say it right. Diabetes.
Wilford Brimley, I remember that show he was on in the 80s. My father went up and says, that guy, he thinks he's a know-it-all. He knows everything, the source of wisdom. He's an old fat man. Get your diabetic testing supplies, it's covered. Yeah, if you would have ate right, you fat slob. Brimley. My diabetes is from injecting insulin, so I'm proud of that.
Yeah, be proud of that.
You don't see Brimley's,
yourself a diabetic.
You don't see Brimley's teeth like this. Or any of them diabetics, because they got their fucking teeth rotting out.
Oh, by the way, Cornelius's brother Merlin messaged me and wants to know, what is your teeth whitening protocol? Because you know, he lives over there in Europe and they don't have very good teeth.
Why is that, Merlin? I thought you were the member of the Aryan race over there.
Well, tell him what you use for your teeth whitening shit.
Basically, I have an electric brush. I use everything. I use charcoal a couple times a week. I use baking soda. I use a handheld brush for that. 2 times out of the day, I use a Rembrandt toothpaste or one of those whiteners, and I'll frequently spray some hydrogen peroxide on that and brush my teeth with that almost twice a day. And every few months or every month, I'll get some of those Crest white strips and I'll put that on my teeth. And if I'm drinking anything other than water, anything at all, pre-workout, I have my teeth whitening rinse in a little bottle I carry with me.
Yeah.
The key is never to let any buildup on your teeth, because the saying goes, if you're not whitening, you're darkening. So keep that in mind.
If you're not whitening, you're darkening. There you have it.
Never ever go after a meal without brushing your teeth, or after a drink other than water without using the rinse.
And he's not bullshitting. He carries all that shit around on
and the
wherever
three very three very
Well, what? This fucking guy's 2 lanes over, Lenny.
Trying to take us out.
No, he's not.
We're marked men around here.
It would have already happened.
Yeah. The 3 cheap things anyone could buy: baking soda,
peroxide,
and the charcoal's a little expensive. It's very messy, but it's somewhat cheap. It'll last. So there you have it. But remember, the tooth whitening strips, the expensive ones, the professional effects.
You got me those. They're good.
Yeah, they are critical.
They're easy.
I mean, you could pay $500 for something called a Zoom whitening. It's not even as ineffective and leaves your teeth sore for days. Where you got to be a vegan because you can't barely chew a steak after getting one of those things done.
Oh, no shit.
But if you have a lot of buildup, you probably got to, and I won't mention any names, you probably got to get one of those done initially. And again, I never
Jason. I'll name his fucking name. Jason.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, Jay smells like, every time he talks, he smells like he ate a fucking shit sandwich. The worst breath.
Well, in any event,
crackhead dentist.
And obviously, keeping up with your vitamins, your water intake, your calcium, magnesium, which is going to contribute to that healthy, powerful bone, which is actually basically what your teeth are.
What about drinking and gargling with piss?
Yeah, it may. Well, with this acidity.
Why don't you piss on your feet? Maybe the ammonia in your piss might kill some of that shit on your feet.
I got to find out what it is first. Because, like I said, they're well scrubbed with a back.
How much you want to bet he doesn't go to the doctor and find out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the doctor on this one.
I'll take bets on this. Yeah, you better, man. Unless you want to be a fucking double amputee.
Or I can find out on my own.
Well, people have already said it. Tell Jason Jason to unblock his favorite cucumber. People ask me a lot to ask Jason to unblock them. When I ask him, he says, fuck them. I block them for a reason. I block who I want. That's what he says. So, at one point or another, you pissed him off, so now you're blocked. Oh, well. Yeah, did you see Madonna's fucking ass? Did you see? She got smacked.
She looks like a tranny. A poorly done tranny ass.
Can you believe that? All the money that woman has, and she's going to go do that to herself.
It's 60-some years old.
So fucking dumb.
The question is, Brad, would you let her sit on your face?
Madonna?
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
It's fucking Madonna.
And then what's that supposed to mean? Why was so great about that?
Oh, man. You kidding me?
Was she in your little masturbatory, ejaculatorian fantasies?
Of course.
When you were a little teen? Oh, Madonna. Oh, figures.
Stop HGH and insulin, they're saying. Podcast this week,
Possibly.
maybe, I don't know. If it's either Thursday or Friday. Just depends. Depends if we do something Thursday. We were supposed to do something Thursday night, but I don't know if that's going to happen now. We're trying to get Cynthia on the podcast. I don't know.
Any questions you guys have that we
Don't
can
put
ask
them
her?
here now. Do it when we make the post when she's on, because they're going to get lost. Big Lenny looking like a burnt potato. He acts like a fucking potato, too. Need Big Richard and Mark on the podcast? It's not a bad idea. Here, go ahead. Talk to these idiots.
Probably never.
Never what?
My top bench in contest, 501 with a pause.
I don't know where you get the one from. I don't understand that. With the clamps, a half a pound each?
Yeah, they weigh that to a T in those contests. You want every pound at your favor.
What are you doing?
Lenny looks like a walrus. My show in Coral Gables, 3014. Again, Tom Brady was made by Belichick's system. Tom went anywhere 10 years ago, he would have been retired about 8 years ago.
Think so? You're probably right.
Absolutely. Hell, you had Matt Castle tearing it up, and where's he these days?
Yeah, no shit. Well, they went 11-5 with him.
Yeah. Christina, she was recent filming coming from Tuscany in Italy. She was at her friend's wedding. She had a group of friends she went to New York University with in the theater and acting division.
In that picture, she looked pregnant.
Yeah, I think she is.
Oh, boy. Does that ruin it for you, Leonard?
No, it's like I said all along.
Maybe she'll
She's
make
an
you.
angel.
Maybe she'll make you the Godfather.
Very nice. Or maybe when the old man runs away. I don't want to say that.
When the old what?
I don't want to say it.
When her husband runs away.
I train hard, harder than any man on this earth. I put up, I pound through that weight.
What are you? Who the fuck do you think you're bullshitting? The only thing you pound is a lot of shit, a lot of juice. You've taken everything on the market now, haven't you?
No.
You haven't tried everything?
And there's a few other things I haven't tried. But the main things for muscle growth, I pretty much tried them all. Except for EPO, which thickens your blood, increases your red blood cells to a sickening level. You can barely even do a rep, you're so pumped.
But you never give blood, so you probably shouldn't do that stuff.
No, my blood's thick as it is.
Paint.
It'll probably kill me. Tony Huge and Dave Palumbo both said, no, don't take it.
Well, they're guys you want to listen to.
Is Leather Daddy going to a fisting party?
Yeah, your mother's my date.
Small. I'm small. Jeez. 330 pounds with no fat is considered small. You guys,
No
who
fat.
you guys running into? Is it true Jane jumped into the water fountains in Vegas to grab the coins? Actually, her and Jason got into a fight over it.
Oh, yeah.
Hamburg hasn't had a beer in 30 days.
Bullshit. "30 days, Hamburg? What are you on, Jay's regimen?" I don't believe it. I could have sworn Hamburg sent me a message drunk about a couple weeks ago.
So he says. Where is the Dale the snail?
He's in North Carolina. He's going to pull that same shit he did a couple of years ago and not show anybody his physique up until he comes down here, I think. Oh, he's documenting his recovery. Speak to these fucking idiots, Leonard. Don't just sit there.
Way to go, Hamburg. Oh, the State of the Unions tonight? No, thank you. You see the Democrats sit the whole time. Republicans, most of them get up and clap. It's a bunch of political BS. Yeah, fans are welcome to train, but you got to sign a no liability form. You train with me. What disease did Jason get from J-Star? Pinworms.
No, he gets that from not cleaning his dishes.
Boxing